Come in.
Hello?
Hi.
I missed you at lunch.
Well, I didn't know it was on the schedule. I'm sorry. What was it about?
No, it's nothing official. I just wanted to have lunch with you, that's all. Reading up on the family history, are we?
Yeah, I thought that was my homework.
Well, you really should have asked me because, all the best bits are not in the book. Uncle Arthur here, for example. Did you know that he was an expert pearl diver?
Really?
Yes, we suspected that he was involved in the black market because he died entirely too wealthy. And great-grand sap.
That sounds like a pet panda bear.
Yes, well, it does, doesn't it? He was of a sort. Great-grandfather Sebastian, yes, he once tried to introduce legislation making creme brulee the official dessert of San Cristobal, and he wanted to make all Mondays cake day.
He did not.
Well, it barely lost by a small margin.
Your family's twisted. Is any of that true?
No, but it makes for more interesting reading than this silly book, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it does.
Now, there's something I haven't heard in a while. You've been so distant ever since I've come back from the trip with Riva.
Well, I've been busy.
Well, anyway, it's nice to have the real you back, eh?
The real me. I don't think you know who the real me is.
Quite right. But I would love to know. Could you possibly introduce me?
Well, thanks for the ride, Michael.
No problem. Would you like some coffee?
No, I need to talk to my mom, but maybe next time?
All right, then. Bye.
Okay.
Mara! Hi. Well, you're back early. I was skiing.
It was fine. I had a school project, so I came back before the others.
Ah, well, come here, sit down. I'm glad to see you.
Well, you could have talked to me if you'd been home. I called several times, but I never got you.
Well, I went away for a few days.
You went to that stupid island again to see the prince, didn't you?
Sweetie, I told you I had some things to take care of in San Cristobal, and I did, and I'm back now for good. And I don't care how long it takes, but I'm going to put our family back together again.
Hello there.
Hi.
You're looking at the new tenant of a 3-bedroom apartment with panoramic view.
Oh, that's great!
Yes, thank you. I think so, too, huh? In fact, I brought over a bottle of wine, thinking maybe we could celebrate a little bit, have a toast to my first solo venture into the world.
Great. How does it feel?
There we go. It feels very bizarre, but I'm sure it will get better.
It will. It will. So what's your view?
The view. It's, don't tell me.
Oh, you looked.
No, it's a panoramic
Look.
view. That's what the paper said, a panoramic view.
Uh-huh. And what about, let's say a kitchen?
It has a kitchen, yes, one kitchen.
Uh-huh, bathroom?
One.
One? You
I
got
think.
one bathroom?
2, 3, maybe 5. I'm not sure. Clearly, I should have brought you along with me to look at the apartment. There are some things I should not do by myself.
That's so true.
I don't know what I would do without you right now.
I'm not going to give you a chance to find out. Beth? Beth? Oh, Beth, honey, I drove like a maniac. I was so scared. What is it?
Mom,
What's the matter?
I'm in so much trouble. I can't talk to anybody about this but you.
Honey, what is it? What is it? Is it Jim? Is there... Wait, I'll close the door.
No, it's...
What?
It's Phillip. It's...
Phillip? Is Phillip causing trouble for you and Jim?
No, it's not that easy. Mom, I never told you everything that happened on the plane. We thought that we were going to die. We thought that we were never going to see anybody that we loved again.
Oh, sweetie.
We made love. And it was beautiful. We thought that it was the last thing that we were ever going to do on Earth. And then we were rescued.
And then Jim proposed to you.
That night.
Did you? I mean, was it hard for you to say yes?
Yeah. But that was then. Mama, I was confused, and I know now that I love Jim, and I want to marry him.
Well, then, honey, it's very simple. You just forget that night with Phillip. I mean, it was in a very odd circumstance. It could have happened to anyone, and...
No. I'm pregnant. It's Phillip's. And when I told him...
Wait a minute. Wait. How do you know it was Phillip's? I mean, you and Phillip made love, but then you were with Jim. Maybe it's Jim's child.
It's Phillip's.
But how do you know?
Because Jim and I always use protection.
But protection isn't foolproof, Beth.
Mom, I know. I know that it's Phillip's.
Do you really know, sweetie, or do you just want it to be? Honey,
You think that I wanted this to happen?
of course I don't think that.
You think that I went looking for some near-death experience so I could lure Phillip along for the ride so
No,
that...
you didn't go looking for it, honey.
I know that Phillip's moved on with his life. I know that, and I'm moving on with mine, too.
Beth, it's me. I have known you and Phillip since you were first in love at 16 years old. I mean, you were this fairy tale couple. You were so in love. And until a few years ago, you would have done anything for each other. And, honey, I want you to tell me why you told him the baby was his.
I guess I thought that maybe he would just look at me and say, this is it. That this baby and I mattered more than anything else in the world. That's not what happened.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, honey.
I know that I am lucky to have Jim. That he loves me and he will always be there for me. If Phillip's going to ruin that, Mom.
Why? What did Phillip say when you told him?
He doesn't want me. He doesn't want me, but he wants to claim the baby.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me with his history.
But don't you see, Mom, the best thing is for Jim and I to raise this baby as our own. Phillip won't go for that. I can't let him torpedo my life, Mom.
Yes, sweetie, but if Phillip is going to tell, you can't stop him.
Well, there is actually a way.
Well, how?
I told Phillip that if he won't let it be, I'll get an abortion.
No, you do not
Mom,
mean that.
It's not perfect, no, but I'm not going to be left hanging on my own.
But you won't be hanging, honey. I'll help you. Lizzie will help you. Phillip will help you. I'll have to help you.
Help how, huh? Send some money once in a while, visit? No, he's in love with Harley. He's not going to give her up. And he is not going to have his marriage and this baby, too. It's not...
It's your own fault, you know.
You told my father you liked his spanakopita, and now you're stuck eating it every time we come here.
I do like it. I guess I'm just not that hungry right now.
Not hungry. Not sleeping. Not talking. We were supposed to talk about what happened yesterday in Beth's bedroom. We never did. What's going on with you? You have been acting so strangely since we got back from New York. Is it Beth? Because she was obviously very upset yesterday.
No, Beth's got a lot going on right now. She just has a lot on her mind.
So it's just my imagination.
No. It isn't. Let's have dinner tonight, okay? Just the two of us. There's some things that we need to talk about.
Okay. Do you want to give me a clue now?
Not really. Just things that have to do with the plane crash and some things that have happened since then. But I need... We just needed...
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I've wanted to talk. Anytime I'll talk. It's just you didn't seem like you wanted to talk.
I didn't. But we need to.
Okay. Tonight.
I gotta get back. I love you very much. You know that.
I love you too. I'll see you tonight.
Okay.
I think you know everything there is to know about me.
Oh, well, that's hardly true, you know. I don't even know your favorite movie. I don't know what scared you when you were a child. I don't know your favorite color.
Lawrence of Arabia, foster fathers, and blue.
Right. Well, I'll just get a notepad and jot that down.
Are they going to ask us those questions in an interview or something?
No, that's not why I was asking you that, Cassie. Obviously, you're still upset about Riva. I told you that that's all been resolved.
I know. That's what you said.
And you don't believe it. And ever since I've come back from the trip, you're so distant.
You know, Riva's the last thing on my mind right now.
Well, then what's happened?
I'm not being distant, okay? You know, I'm doing my job. This is business, and we have a lot to do.
I suppose so.
You know, and we need to talk about the wedding reception protocol, so I'm glad you're here.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Well, it can be any way you want, really, you know. The last royal wedding was, I'm sorry, it was a fairly unorthodox one.
Yeah, I remember the story, and I don't want it to be anything like that.
Of course not.
So, you know, whatever's traditional.
Traditional, all right. Well, there won't be a receiving line as normal. Instead of that, there will be the dignitaries presented, and we will remain seated for that. After that, there will be a dinner. After the dinner, we will start the dancing off by having the first waltz.
Waltz? I don't know how to do that.
Really? Well, I would have thought you would have been a great dancer.
It wasn't that kind of dancing, Richard.
All I meant was that, you know, at the country club, you danced so beautifully.
Nice save. I can't believe that you'd throw my past up in my face like that.
I wasn't... You know, Cassie, I may not know everything about you, but I know when someone's trying to pick a fight with me. Could you tell me why?
Mama, you know that Phillip is not going to scoop me up and go off into the sunset with this baby and me. And Jim, if Jim finds out, he's going to leave me, and then neither one of them have to suffer the consequences.
Beth, that's not really true.
Yes, it is. sure. They'll feel bad every once in a while. They will. Phillip's not going to be with me and this baby. He's with his new family. Jim's going to find somebody else, and I'm going to be on my own. I can't take that, Mom. No. This is either Jim's baby or there is no baby.
Beth, all I'm saying is don't be rash. Listen to me. Listen. Just think about Lizzie. This baby will look like Liz. You can't do this. Beth, it will haunt you the rest of your life if you do this.
No. It will haunt me almost as long as if I had this child on my own. And then the child suffers too, right?
No, it doesn't.
No, you know what? Look at Mom. No. I'm not going to talk to you about this. I made up my mind. Why did you do this? Don't you think that I want to have this baby? But if I have it, Phillip's gonna tell. And I can't lose Jim because of Phillip.
Who is it?
It's Harley.
No, I can't.
Just a second. We're just discussing the wedding. Come on in. Fighting about it. Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting. It's just, I heard that somebody went to the doctor. Beth?
What?
Where's Lizzie? I brought these for her.
Lizzie, are you,
You have something for me?
Yes! Look who's up and around.
Yeah.
Well, here, I brought these for you.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yes, they are.
What are they for?
it's polite, Lizzie, just to say thank you.
They're supposed to make you feel better when you're sick.
Oh, well, I'm all right now.
Yeah, sure you are. Which makes me wonder why your dad was so upset when he saw you yesterday.
I didn't see my dad yesterday. What are you talking about?
That's a very good question. What's going on here?
I'm sorry, I mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I'll talk to you later, Jimmy. What's up?
Listen, I'm sorry that I didn't make it down to the trial. I'm sure you felt like you could have used a friend there. I feel like I let you down.
So what happened? Where were you?
I believe I'm doing this. Never mind. No, what happened with the trial?
Tell me what's going on.
No,
what's going
Rick,
on?
no. You got enough on your mind right now. Just tell me what happened in court.
When have my problems ever stopped you from laying it out? Okay, so just tell me what's going on, pal.
Beth is pregnant. And it's mine.
Did you tell Harley?
Not yet.
Oh, my God, Phillip, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Beth wants me to pretend that the baby is Jim's.
But you're not going to do that.
How can I do that? You know better than anybody what I went through when I was a kid, having them lie to me all those years about who my parents were. How can I possibly do that to my own child?
Well, you know, I don't have the answer for that one, pal.
I mean, and you know what? Even if I were willing to do that, Rick, it never works. The child would eventually find out anyway, and then their life would be destroyed, and they would end up hating Jim and Beth and me, you know?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to tell Harley tonight. It's going to be one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, and I know it's going to be incredibly hard for her to hear, but I think that's what I have to do. You know, damn it, a child deserves to know who their parents are, don't they? Isn't that the least of what a child deserves? Rick. Do I say something?
It just sounds like you've made up your mind, Phillip.
Well, I'm talking to you because you're my best friend, and I'm asking you whether or not you think that I'm doing the right thing.
Phillip,
Is that what you think would
given
be
your
the best?
history and my history, I have to agree with you. But no matter what decision you make here, pal, somebody's life is going to change forever.
Okay, I'm gonna make your place look so nice, and the meals I'm gonna cook you, Oh, do you have a fireplace?
You know, you keep asking me stuff like that. You keep forgetting that I'm the guy who doesn't know how many bathrooms the place has.
Oh, what was I thinking? Okay, so I'm gonna ask, is this a guilt move on your part?
What?
The keys, giving me the keys because you didn't tell Riva about us.
I had the keys made when I signed the lease. That was before I came here, before we had that conversation.
Oh. Well, then are you sure that this is okay?
Olivia, you're always worried about me, about what's going on in my head and what's going to make me happy. What about you? What about what makes you happy? What do you want?
Not much. Just a lot more days like this with you. Don't mind if I do.
Miss Jenkins.
Thanks.
Not trying, just pick a fight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you know, just talking about dancing makes me a little uncomfortable, that's
Well, listen,
it.
Cassie, we don't have to dance. You don't have to dance if you don't want to. We'll just have someone else start the dancing off, you know?
Well, won't people wonder why?
Probably, yes.
Well, I want to do what's expected of me.
Well, then you will waltz.
Okay, fine, I'll figure it out.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I'll get a book and I'll figure out how to do it.
Come on, a book is no way to learn how to waltz. No, it takes all the fun out of it, all the sweep.
So I don't sweep.
I would like to teach you.
That's okay, you don't have
No, really, I would want to.
to. Don't you have like a royal, you know, a dance master or something?
Well, why should he get to have all the fun? Now, you let me teach you how to waltz. I'll have you waltzing in 5 minutes flat, I guarantee it.
That's okay. I don't really need you.
Look, what? Why are you doing this? You know, you're taking what little fun there is to be had here out of everything. What are you afraid of?
Lizzie, why don't you go into the other room and play, huh?
But I want to see Harley.
Well, I'll be in a second. I will.
Okay.
It's okay. Harley, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology.
Okay.
I guess with the move and planning the wedding, I've really been over the top about Lizzie being sick.
Well, I don't think it's just that, because Phillip was very upset, too.
I know, because I got him all wound up about it. I feel silly that I've been making such a fuss. And as for Lizzie not seeing Phillip, well, she was asleep when he came by.
You've been packing. You've been packing, planning a wedding, and people are asking you about flower arrangements and dinner napkins, and you're thinking, what does it all matter? Because your life is in boxes, right?
That's right.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about it, because it all gets done in the end, right? And it's going to be perfect, no matter what. Because Jim is a great guy, and he's a great father. And you guys are going to be so happy together.
And that's what I want, more than anything.
But you're waiting for the anvil to drop on your head, right? Well, I mean, you know what I'm... Oh, of course. I know what you're feeling, because I think this is one thing that we do actually have in common. But things haven't always worked out for us. So when things are this good, you think I can't even blink, or it'll all just go away. But I promise you, Beth, you will be happy, and everything will work out for you, just like it did for me. And pretty soon you'll just trust that.
You're right. I'm sorry for all the trouble, Harley.
Don't say that. It's not any trouble, your child. And I'm gonna go check on Lizzie.
Gave her a wedding present.
Well, at the time, it wasn't exactly expected, honey.
Huh? At the time, yeah. But now... Mom, could you stay here with Lizzie for a while, because I have an appointment.
Where is
your
appointment? What appointment?
I'll be at Cedars if there's an emergency.
Honey, please don't do this.
Mom, I've made the appointment.
Well, then you break that appointment, Beth. You need time. You need to think about this.
Mom,
please think about Lizzie.
Listen to me. I have thought about it. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm not going to ruin everybody's lives. I'm going to do this for all of us. It's gonna be okay.
What are you saying? What I'm saying? Yeah. Phil, we have an innocent life here, okay?
Right.
You got to think what's best for this child.
Well,
right?
That's why I'm asking you. I'm trying to get an impartial opinion.
The one thing what we have both learned over the years is lies have a way of catching up to you.
Right.
Right?
So you agree that the best thing to do is to tell Harley then?
Philip, the question is, what do you want to do?
Rick, no, it's not about what I want to do. It's gone way past that. It's about what I'm able to do. You know, I don't think that I can stand by and watch somebody else raise my child and never say anything to them.
I'm not saying...
I don't think I can do it, and that's what I would have to do. I would have to watch, because nobody's going anyplace. It would be day in, day out watching my child and never telling them.
Well, I'm not saying that would be easy.
And even if I could try to do that, think about this. Do you think Beth can go the rest of her life and keep this secret? No. You really think that Harley and Jim are never going to find this out? I mean, hey, what if this child looks like me? Think Jim's not going to look at this kid and go, I wonder, you know? And even if he's not sure, don't you think that's going to affect the way he treats this child?
Phillip.
My child?
What about Harley? How do you think Harley would react to this?
I think that I can make her understand in time.
Really?
Yeah, in time.
Philip, didn't Harley leave Mallet because he was unfaithful to her?
He did.
Now, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, pal, you can regain her trust again. And these are questions you need to ask yourself. And what about Beth? What about Jim? How do you think Jim's going to react to all of this?
Well, Beth doesn't think that he'll stick around to raise my child.
Well, yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
Well, I don't, I know that, Rick. I don't know, I know you are, I know, and I'm trying to deal with it. I've screwed up. We screwed up, I know that, and I would change it if I could, but I can't. It happened. And now there's a child.
Child. Again. Child.
Yeah, again. Well, go ahead and say it.
No, we don't need to bring this up right
please,
now.
go ahead and say it. You may as well.
All right. All right. Would you have told me that Meredith was carrying your baby?
I don't know, Rick. I didn't find out until just before she went into the hospital.
If that child would have lived, would you have told me? Would I have been good enough to raise your child?
Oh, Rick, God, would you have been good enough? Any child would be lucky to have you for a father.
Let me just rephrase the question. Could you have lived watching me raise
I don't
your
know.
child?
Don't ask me these questions, Rick. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Whatever I decided back then, I can tell you one thing. I am sure that it eventually would have come out, just like this will. It will. It will come out. That's why I think it's better. It's better to deal with it now. The further we go with the lie, the harder it's going to be in the end. At least if we all deal with it now, we'll be ready when the baby comes. I just think that this is the only way, Rick. I don't think there is any middle ground.
I agree with you, pal. I think the truth works. I think the sooner you tell your wife the truth, the better off everybody will be.
Well, the only problem with that is that if I tell Harley the truth, that means that Beth has to tell Jim the truth. And I'm not sure that she can handle that right now.
What do you mean?
Emotionally, I'm not sure that she can handle it.
Was something going on? I mean, how's she holding up?
Oh, not good.
Really?
Not good. Rick, you should have seen her. First, she says to me that this is some kind of a sign that we're supposed to be together, okay? And then she says, okay, well, if you won't come back to me and raise this baby, then you're going to have to pretend that it's Jim's. Then if you won't do that, I'm going to have an abortion, okay? You know, she's all over the place right now. And I remember, she tried to kill herself last year. I'm very concerned about her. I don't know what she's going to do.
Did she say that she was going to have an abortion?
Well, yeah, she did. But, you know, I got to tell you, I don't even know how to feel about that. Because, well, I don't think she will do that. But even if she did...
Are you saying that she changed her mind?
Well, I don't know. Why? But she hasn't done it.
Well, you know, Phil, this is none of my business.
No.
It's none of my
Rick.
business, and the bottom line, it's her decision.
Listen, damn it, you're my best friend, and I'm asking you, what?
Philip, having an abortion is a traumatic experience under any circumstances. And I'm not a psychiatrist, but if she's unstable as you say she is...
What?
Maybe, pal, this isn't the right time for her to make that decision.
Yeah.
Oh, Phillip, thank God I tracked you down. I didn't know whether I should call you or not, but I just felt I had to.
Lillian, what's wrong?
Oh, Beth just told me everything about the baby. I know everything.
Lillian, I don't know what to say to you.
Look, you don't have to say anything to me. It's Beth I'm worried about. She just left for Cedars to have the baby aborted.
What?
Yes, and you know why she did it? She did it because she's terrified of raising your two children on her own, and I don't blame her. You're being so selfish, Phillip. Anyway, I couldn't get her to think about it. I couldn't get her to slow down or anything.
That's all right, Lillian. I'll stop her. Thanks. What happened? Beth made an appointment here at the hospital to end the pregnancy. I gotta stop her before she does anything.
Hi, Harley.
Where's Beth?
Oh, she just had an appointment. I think she's gonna get her hair done or something.
I just want to ask you, is Beth all right?
Yeah, why would you ask?
She just doesn't seem like herself lately.
Well, I think she's a little overwhelmed with all the things she has to think about.
Yeah, that's what Phillip said, too. I don't know, maybe it's none of my business. I just can't help but feel like something's going on here.
I am not afraid of anything.
Well,
Richard!
then come on.
Don't you have something really important to do?
Really important. No, all the royal joustings and beheadings have been put off until tomorrow. My barber can't fit me in today, so, you know, let's just give it a try, shall we?
There's no music.
There's no music. All right. 1, 2, 3. Da-da, 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 da-da.
It's really bad.
All right, so no good with melody, but I've got the beat, as you say in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in threes, 1, 2, 3. Da-dum, 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 dum, dum, da-da, da-da, da-dum, dum, da. That's quite good. You're doing very well. All right, now get ready. We're going to do the turns now.
Okay.
Okay, in threes. And here we go. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
I'm definitely going to have to take you along with me to look for the new bed for the apartment.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Actually, though, I kind of like this bed, too.
No, we need something much bigger. How big is your bedroom?